Clutch Trucker filmed before a live and fuzzy studio audience. Yep, that's Rusty, the world-famous Meatball Dog. Hey YouTube, Clutch Trucker here. Thanks for tuning in to another edition of the Clutch Trucker channel. Alright, I really wasn't going to do a video tonight, because I'm actually pretty frustrated. If you watched my last video, I had pretty much come down to two things. The check valve that goes in the Davco filter. You can see it's got the little ball here that goes back and forth, and there's a spring that holds it. And one of these. You can call it the fuel pressure regulator or the fuel check valve. It goes by both names. This goes off the line coming off the back of the engine, just above where the fuel line goes into the engine. This one comes off just above that to the back. It goes into a line and then it goes into this. And this keeps pressure in your engine to go to your injectors. The other function it serves is to keep fuel from coming back down out of your engine and going back into your fuel lines in your fuel tank. That way fuel stays in your engine, stays near your injectors, so when you fire it up, bang, it starts right up. That's the whole theory. If you lose that fuel out of the engine and it wants to go down, it wants to follow gravity back down to your fuel tanks, well then you don't have enough in there to prime the engine and get it going. Alright, so that's the two things this does. It keeps the fuel from flowing back down when the engine's not running, and regulates the fuel and to keep enough pressure in the engine is the whole idea. Now, Michael, I got to show you this because he is a good guy. Michael Brandt gave me his card. Great guy, Michael. Appreciate you doing the job for me. Yeah, I had to wait about 3.5 hours in line to get in. Well, you know, that's not unheard of. Go to a Fairlawn, you're waiting days sometimes. He got me in and was able to replace that. He did it in 45 minutes. And that's all they charged me for that. Again, a Fairlawn would have charged you at least an hour, if not more, at 160 plus an hour for labor. They only charge 110 here. So it only cost me 88 bucks to get it changed out. He showed me the old one, and here it is. And you can take this part off. And this is where I got really, really hopeful. Because you take this part off here, okay, and you can see inside, there's the little spring-loaded, get the light in the better position, spring-loaded thing in there, and you pull this part out. Where was it? Okay, and here on this end, there's a little O-ring, and can you see it in the video? I don't know if you can. Right there, see towards the top? Let me try to get it in position so you can see it. The O-ring is broken. Yeah, O-ring's broken on there. So he was saying that could probably have been causing my issue. Okay, so he shows me this. I'm getting all excited. I'm like, wow, okay. You show me the O-ring in there is bad. That's making me think maybe that was it. Maybe that's it. Maybe this is the fix. Okay, right there. See, look carefully. It doesn't really want to focus on it, but you can see the break in the O-ring right there. So yeah, I was really excited. I'm like, okay, I can see the break in the O-ring. I can see how that would then not regulate the pressure like it's supposed to. I can see how then that might be causing some issues. Hopped in the truck. I left my trailer here because I didn't want to lose my space, and jumped out on I-65 and really pushed the engine hard, shifted real fast, trying to see if I could make it chug even without a trailer on, and yeah, it did. Still was chugging. So that wasn't it. Okay, I'm sure replacing that's going to help. It's probably going to make things better. Just like every other thing I've replaced so far has helped to a point, has improved things, because, you know, these were all older parts. I've got 750,000 miles on this engine. So yeah, you know, everything I've done, I'm sure has needed to be done and is helping, but it still hasn't completely fixed the issue. And this is why I almost didn't do a video tonight, because I'm bummed out. You know, the only thing left I have yet to try is this one. The fuel check valve on the Davco fuel filter system. So, did find an appointment for Rusty. I'll talk more about that here in a minute. While he's getting groomed tomorrow, I'm going to do that. After that, I punt. The only thing left that I can think of is the fuel lines. And if that's not it, then it's major shit. And I don't really want to have to face that. So anyway, there's kind of an update for you. On a happier note, while I was waiting for them to get me in at TA tonight, I did go ahead and move my sensor from closer to my drive axle. It was just above that rear axle airbag. I ran extra airline up so I could get it real close to the cab. So my AppWeigh sensor for the truck will be right behind the cab. In yesterday's video, or the previous video, I showed you where I ran the sensor closer up the trailer, up there, up on the trailer skirt. All right. So now both sensors are as close as they can be, really, to the cab, and they both work now inside the cab beautifully. I'll show you the video of the one I did today. I got very dirty and greasy. I've been using my Tide pen. Where'd my Tide pen go? All right, here it is. To try to clean up all the greasy spots on this shirt. I probably killed this shirt, but you know, trucking's dirty, baby. Alright, the APU on the truck next to me is running, so you may not be able to hear this, but alright, there's where now I've spliced and took the sensor off of the T-connect right there from the top left airbag in the rear, and I ran a line around and all the way up underneath, did some zip ties up there, and went underneath the fifth wheel and brought it up to the front of the truck. See it coming along there. It's tied into the other airlines. It goes underneath my catwalk. And I found this great hole right here in my cross member, where again I could screw that down so that stays in place and the airline comes up underneath to it. So you can't get much closer to the cab than that, because here's the cab. So I tested it out and it read immediately. And here again is just a look at the home screen on that AppWeigh system. You can see the drive axle and the trailer axle both right there on the screen. So after they got all done with that, and I kind of proved to myself that that wasn't the issue, I got parked again, and then spent the next hour and a half trying to find Rusty an appointment to get him groomed, because I got extra time to play with on this run, and we were successful. All right, it took me an hour and a half searching for a PetSmart that it would have an appointment tomorrow somewhere between here in Indianapolis and Columbia, New Jersey. And I found one in Fairlawn, Ohio. Found a PetSmart that's got an appointment for tomorrow afternoon at 4 p.m. So you're getting groomed, buddy. It's happening, finally. PetSmart does not... I like using PetSmart because once you're in the system, you know, then they have all the information on the dog everywhere you go, which is great. Problem is they're assuming you live right near a certain store, and so you only want to get your appointment scheduled at that place. They don't make it easy just to search for available appointment times. You have to pick a different city, pick a different store, see if there's an appointment, and then if that doesn't work, then you have to start all over again. So it's a very long and drawn out process, much more than it should be. But most people aren't like me. We're just like, yeah, anywhere in a 3-state area, we're looking for, you know. So anyway, but we finally found one. Took like an hour and a half searching online tonight. But we found you one, Rusty. You're getting groomed, buddy, finally. It's getting frustrating. Getting frustrating. Hey, thanks for tuning in. Please subscribe. As always, please comment and like if you would like to. Only if you'd like to. I get to your comments. Sometimes takes a day or two because I'm a working truck driver. Don't forget about Clutch Trucker on Instagram, Clutch Trucker on Twitter. And as always, sniff that magic YouTube fairy dust. Clutch and Rusty. Out. Yeah, this thing will stop him. It goes through armor. It goes through the victim. It goes through the tree outside. This thing shoots through schools. All right. We are once again stocked with the begging strips. So here it is. Come get it. Come on. Come on. You can do it. I know you're tired. It's been a long day for me too. Come on. Leap up and get your begging strip. Oh yes, happy dog. Happy dog.